How low can Bitcoin's price go? Before we get started, I gotta tell you, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a crypto trading pro. I am a crypto trading bro. So, with that being said, let's get into it. I think we've probably hit the bottom, the beginning of the bottom, here at 20k, 17k. I don't think it'll go down much further than this. If it does, it'll be quick and probably pretty painful. I don't think it will go up too high, have a smashing recovery or anything like that, being in the bear market and in between halvings. But I do think that this 20k will hold and turn out to be a pretty good support line. I think it's a good time to accumulate and to start buying now. That's what I want to do. That's what I am doing, but I do understand there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of, recession things and macro stuff going on. But at the end of the day, it's supply and demand. Bitcoin hasn't changed. It's not like the network has been hacking. If anything, the network is growing. There's more institutional investing. There's more people investing. They know more about it. People are talking about it all the time on the news. It's mainstream. They weren't doing that last halving. They weren't talking about Bitcoin all the time a couple years ago, but now they are. And what moves the market are market makers. And market makers are not people. They are computer programs and algorithms that are built by groups of extremely smart people. These algorithms, they're taking in all sorts of information all over the interwebs. They're calculating probabilities, and then they're placing their orders depending on these types of probabilities. So the price can go wherever it is going to go, but at the end of the day, it's just supply and demand. So yes, the market is emotional, but supply and demand will be the determining factor in the end. And Bitcoin's protocol has not changed. There is still 21 million Bitcoin, and there is less Bitcoin on the exchanges. Another reason why I feel this way is the past. I don't know the future. Nobody knows the future, but we all know the past. This is the Bitcoin all-time price chart, and what is consistent about this, about Bitcoin, is the halving and the price. Whenever there's a halving, there's usually some sort of price action, and it's just like clockwork. So as you can see, the first halving was in 2012, November 28, which is right around here. So there was a Genesis one, but I don't really count that as the halving. So the first halving would be right around here. Now, this was the previous high. It was like 30 bucks or something like that. And then it went down to $2. Okay, so this was the high, and this was the low, or the low after the high. And then the halving happened, and then we go all the way up to $1,000 around. And the previous high was around 30. Now, after we hit this new high of $1,000, it goes down. The lowest point after the new high is right around here, a little under $200, well above the previous high of $30. Okay? Now, the next halving is in 2016 in July. So that would be around here. And it is making its way up, and then it breaks past the previous high of $1,000, and it goes all the way up to around 20k. And after it goes down, the lowest point after the new high is right here, and it's about, I think it's about $3,500. So 3,500 is 3,300 is the lowest point after the new high, but once again, that is still well above the $1,000 high of the previous halving. After it hits a new high, it never goes lower than the previous high of the last cycle. The halving that happened in 2020 is right around, when was the last 2020? It was May. So in May, around here, it's starting to go up, and then we hit the high of 69 here, and then now we are coming down, and we are pretty close to the previous high of a 20,000. We actually broke the previous high, and we went down to 17, and then it popped back up, and then it's just kind of hanging around 20, which I think it's going to stay, because usually whenever there is a halving, the low, it never goes lower than the previous high. So I think that if it does hang around or go under 20k, it's just going to keep popping back up and gonna probably make that 20k a very strong support. That's what I feel. I think history is a good indication, and actually Bitcoin is getting less volatile with age. As you can see, like here it's just going crazy, but here I thought it was actually going to go a little higher, and so I think the probability of this just like going down and down, it just doesn't really make any sense. It'll probably hang around, and then eventually it just continue and keep going up over here in the next halving. I think it's a great opportunity right now. I'm feeling pretty positive, always looking for opportunity, and I think there's plenty of opportunity right now, despite all the fear and all the headlines and the wars and all this stuff, and governments getting all the power and regulations, all this stuff. Whatever. I like the chart. So that's my 2 cents. And until next time.
So let's ask the high philosophical question is
Sure.
about money.
Yeah.
What at the highest level is money? What is money?
It's a kind of game, and it's a game where we have points, and like if you have points, there's this one move where you can reduce your points by a number and increase someone else's points by the same number.